Shalom. First and foremost, I'm going to start off by saying Barakatham, Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shah. And I want to give all honor and glory to Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shah Bahashem Rakakadash. Double honors unto the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. And shout out to the whole few legs, all the way to 144,000. Shalom. All right, so Lord willing, right? 5 minutes to the brothers, right? So these are lessons. One of them been uploaded for 2 days. The other lesson been uploaded. I really just uploaded because I was waiting on this to upload, but I ain't want to continue to wait, so I just got them both uploading. But just a quick like heads up thing as such. Around those times, if you got another YouTube or things of that such, that you can use or have, it's best that if you keep that on standby, because Satan get back on that. When you upload lessons or you record lessons, they dang near get to the point where they take so long to upload, they don't even upload at all, or they upload in private. Whereas I remember I used to upload a lesson, could upload it, and I could get off of it, and it'll be uploaded by the time I looked at it or back on YouTube, But just that's a quick heads up, But I wanted to go into this real fast. I'm gonna do a part 2, because I know I'm finna go do shit down with the brothers, but I want to touch on this real fast, through the spirit. And I want to go into the fact of excuse notifications. By the fact, we'll turn this off, right? I want to go into the fact of that the Yahweh Shem Shah kingdom is going to last forever. There's going to be no other kingdom to come up to once we're in rulership in the kingdom of Yahweh Shem Shah, that's going to be the last. We're going to be the last rulership ever. We're going to rule for eternity, right? That's the glory, right? So let's go to first we go to Daniel 2 and 44. Just real quick, real fast, I want to touch on Daniel 2 and 44, right? It says, and in these days, right, and in the days of these kings shall the power of heaven set up a kingdom, which shall set up a kingdom which shall never be destroyed, and the kingdom shall not be left to other people, right? But it shall break in pieces and consume all these kingdoms, because all these kingdoms are going to fall. World War III, the chariots, all these kingdoms are going to fall and be brought down, right? And it says, and consume all these kingdoms, it shall stand forever. So the kingdom of Yahweh Shem Shah, all these kingdoms are going to be and subdue under us. They're going to be under us, man. We're going to break in pieces all these kingdoms, and they're going to be under us, right? Because we're going to rule the world in righteousness, right, forever. The scripture says stand forever. This ain't gonna be because our iniquity is through. Our iniquity is done. Our not iniquity, our punishment, how you want to put it. We live in our curse. We're going through our thing. Ain't no more the kingdom being taken away from us. Because now when we get to the kingdom, remember the scripture say laws, commandments are written in our hearts and minds. So we're gonna be perfect. There ain't gonna be no more sin, right? Let's go to Lamentations. It says, rejoice and be glad, O daughter of Edom, that dwelleth in the land of Uz. The cup also shall pass through unto thee. And that cup is the curses, right? Because these curses are going to pass from us and be passed on to Esau Edom. The curse is going to come upon them. Deuteronomy 30:7 as well, right? And it says, and thou shalt be drunken, and thou shalt be made and make thyself naked. They be exposed. The curse is going to come upon them. They're going to go through hardship. They're going to go through pain, and the kingdom is going to be hard on them, right? That's why it says, rejoice and be glad, O daughter of Edom, because this is their kingdom, right? This is their. They should be happy in this place, because this is their blessing, right? But the point I want to get to is right here, verse 22. It says, the punishment of thine iniquity is accomplished. That's talking to Israel, O daughter of Zion, right? Zion meaning monument. Who's the monument of Yahweh Shem Shah, right? Monument means to remember, because Yahweh Shem Shah never forgot us. He never turned away from us, right? He just, for a minute, he wasn't dealing with us, but he brought us back in through what? Yahweh Shah brought us back in. But it's less for another day, right? But for the sake of time, get straight to the point, the daughter of Zion, which is Israel. He's talking to Israel, but the punishment of thy iniquity is accomplished, because when we come to the truth, we're able to realize why we going through what we going through it for, how we got here. With the knowledge and understanding being brought back to us. That's the mercy of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. It's being brought back to us. That's why right now He only dealing with His elect. Before, when He delivered us, He would deliver men who wasn't even supposed to be delivered. You gotta think they wanted to go back into Egypt when delivered from Egypt. No, they was wicked. They couldn't even keep their paces or whatnot. All those things, right? But it says he will no more carry thee away into captivity, because we uplifted. It's done, right? So when we get into the kingdom of Yahweh, there gonna be no more going to captivity. Ain't gonna be no more the kingdom being taken away from us, right? He will visit thy iniquity, O daughter of Edom, right? He will discover thy sins, right? Because Esau, Edom, once again, these curses are gonna go upon them, right? And they're gonna be slaves in the kingdom, along with the other nations, right? They're going to be in captivity. All right. So another quick precept real fast. With the brothers. Let's see. Real fast. Let's go to Daniel. Go back to Daniel 2. Right. Matter of fact, I'll read that limitation. I'm reading from my other phone, so I want to get the notifications. In NLT, let's go to it real fast. This is Lamentations 4:21. Lord willing, the Spirit allow, we're going to a part 2 of this, because this is actually the elder Apostle Rumlai. I watched the older lesson he do. He said the title is "Get Ready for Glory." Right, we just basically we'll title this "Get Ready for Glory" Part 1, because we'll go into it, understanding the glory, what is the kingdom. When we get into the kingdom, laws can be written in our hearts and mind. We go into those things, right? It says, in Lamentations 4:21 in NLT, it says, "Are you rejoicing in the land of Uz, O people of Edom?" Because they supposed to be rejoicing once again. This their kingdom, this their blessing. They supposed to be happy here, right? He said, "But you too, you must drink of the cup of the Lord's anger." That's the curses, because we're under those curses now. We're under those seals now, because we pissed the most off with our iniquity, with our sins, things we done, right? It says, "You will too be stripped naked in your drunkenness," right? It says, "Oh beautiful Jerusalem, your punishment will end. You will soon return from exile," right? Because our iniquity is done. Our iniquity is done, right? 3 days and a half, He raised us up. That's the Spirit coming down upon us, and that's the mercy, the names, His knowledge, understanding His truth, right? Which is gonna help us overcome this beast. Right, and Lord willing, we have that number, that elect will be, inherit the kingdom. The rest of Israel will be brought into the kingdom through the elect seed, because they got to go through that punishment first, right? But it says, but Edom, your punishment is just beginning. Soon your many sins will be exposed, right? Because they're going to be exposed for all things they've done, man. Right? Ain't no getting away from it. These curses are on us, are going to keep on them. So let's go here real fast. Daniel 7 and verse 14. Real fast. Nations and languages should serve Him, right? His dominion is His everlasting dominion, because this is a kingdom that's going to last forever. Ain't nobody going to come up against His kingdom, which shall not pass away, in His kingdom that which shall not be destroyed. So the kingdom of Yahweh is going to never be destroyed, man. It's going to never be done away with, man. We're going to rule forever. You got to think, what, and this is another point I want to go into, Lord willing, right? That we're going to tie this part 1, because I want to go into, did not what is that in Samuel, right, when the Most High told David, if I'm not mistaken, He told him that you're gonna have a son, right? He also told Solomon as well, if you follow my laws and commandments your father did, you should have a kingdom which shall last forever. But Solomon didn't get that. Solomon didn't, he didn't do right? He went off, right? So but Yahushua came back through the flesh and perfected that, right? Yahushua came back through the flesh and perfected that, and that's the kingdom that's gonna last forever, right? Which He promised, right? So Lord willing, right? This is gonna be part 1 of Get Ready for Glory, right? So with that being said, Lord willing, let's edify and exalting. And I want to give honor and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushua, Bahashem Kakadash. Double honor to the apostles, elders of Great Millstone, and shout out to the whole elect. Start with the 144,000. Shalom.